Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Riverview Farm, here in Farming Simulator 22 with me, C1E. I've had a change of mind, ladies and gents, since the last video. I have come all the way back to the farm. I've brought all my equipment from down at the store. I completed the ploughing contract that I accepted in the last video. Yeah, completed that on field 3, so we'll collect the 30 grand for that. However, I've obviously got a couple of fields of my own to plough now, in the absence of any other contracts. There's a bug, ladies and gents, right now in the game. You may have heard of this, you may have seen this by the time this video comes out, whereby patch 1.5 Giants have tweaked something to do with the AI workers working their own fields. As a result, a lot of the contracts in the game, harvesting, etc., etc., the contracts only appear on the contract screen for a split second before they disappear, because the AI is doing the work themselves now. But they're doing the work that quickly, it's not giving players a chance to grab contracts. So I don't imagine I will get to see too many more harvesting contracts, ladies and gents. So, the only harvesting I'm probably going to be able to do in the series from now on is the stuff on Delores' own fields. So, I'm going to be working Delores' own field today, because there is a lack of other interesting and exciting contracts. However, I'm going to get rid of this plough, because as I was doing the contract on field 3, I discovered that this plough is not actually all that good. It's a bit difficult to manoeuvre, as I'm finding out right now. You can't really reverse with it, and I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it back to them. Again, we've lost a bit of money on that. That's another bad deal. That's 2 ploughs now in this series that I've bought and have been bad deals. It's great for doing, obviously, a big field, like some of the ones I've done contracts on. However, for my fields, which are quite small, with not a lot of room around them, it's not that great. So I'm going to get something a little bit smaller, I think. I might go for the Lempkin, or there's the little lizard one here, look. I'm going to have the little lizard one, because that will be a lot easier to reverse. I like the Lempkin one. I do like doing the whole flip it about, rotate it up and down kind of thing. But again, width is king ultimately. So having a 6-metre seeder is obviously going to be a lot. Plough is going to be a lot better for me. Seeder, I've got seeder on the brain at the minute, because I've just finished recording a Calmsden episode, ladies and gents, today, which I wanted to do, so I can get 6 of those rendered this evening and then uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. I'm going to record a couple of Riverview videos now, what's left of this afternoon, here on this lovely Thursday the 2nd of June, as I'm recording this. It's Jubilee weekend, ladies and gents, if you're in the UK. It's Queenie's birthday and a coronation thing, anniversary of her coronation, becoming Queenie. So we get an extra long weekend this weekend. We get an extra 2 days off this week. Thursday and Friday are national holidays. But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of ploughing of my own fields, because they all need ploughing. I haven't hired a worker. I have just activated cruise control. But yeah, needs ploughing. Field 16 doesn't need ploughing. So Oh, good. Oh, good. A lot of trees floating around. I was about to say, I wasn't seeing any stones. I was like, oh, good. No stone collecting needs to be done. Unfortunately, I can see stones. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a lot of rock picking, ladies and gents. This is probably a different, from completely opposite of some of the other series I've done, where I've strived to be, you know, perfect in everything I do on my fields. And like currently with Calmston, where I'm trying to get the best environmental score I can on every field. This might be a little bit different series, where Delores ultimately doesn't give that much of a monkeys about everything. So I'm probably not going to bother doing mulching, I'm probably not going to bother doing rolling, and I'm probably not going to do stone collecting unless the fields are absolutely plastered with them. And we're just going to take what we can get, basically. We just take the harvest and the yield as it comes. We're not going to strive to be the most prolifically expert farmers. Because again, ideally, this is supposed to be a contractor series where we spend a lot of the time doing contracts and building up a business that way. You know, if Delores wants to faff around on a few fields for herself now, because there's a lack of contracts, then that's fine, you know. But it's not going to be as, you know, as critical and as close to things as is when she's doing a contract. Obviously, she does all her best work. She does her best work when she's getting paid to do it. And while she's just out here amusing herself, she's not actually that buffed. This is a bit more of a hobby sideline for her. Whereas obviously when she's doing her actual jobs, that's when she's going to be, you know, really making sure she does it properly and does every task properly. So yeah, we might skip over a few different aspects of farming life here on Riverview when doing our own fields. We'll let our worker carry on now then. Series 8 TTV. Yeah, he's here at the thingy. I ought to go grab a seeder. A seeder, really. Because we can go and seed field 16. Because that doesn't need to be ploughed. So we can go straight down to field 16 and seed that with something. Obviously I've got to plough this field over here in front of us. So that'll be the next task. So I didn't bother. I didn't buy any grass fields. I didn't, and didn't buy that field because it's got, what is it, potatoes on it? Yeah, potatoes growing on it. So I'm not interested in harvesting potatoes. If it had had a different crop on it, I might have gone. Delores might have bought that field. As it stands, until it gets harvested, she's not interested in it. Right, we have got We've got wheat selected, ladies and gents. So let's go down to field 16 and do a wheat harvest. I like wheat harvesting because obviously getting hold of wheat gives you the opportunity then to get chickens. And chickens lay eggs, which make more money than wheat. So Delores might do a little bit of chicken farming. She might have a few chickens. Okay, this is my field here. Right. Well, first things first, ladies and gents. Let's go get delete objects turned on. And I'm just going to get rid of a few of these trees. Because again, if I'm going to be harvesting crops, I'm going to need to be able to get in here with my harvester, or at least a header trailer, and be able to turn around and stuff. So yeah, without causing crop destruction. Yeah, we just have a bit of a look. Move a few trees that we really don't need. I love this part. I love this feature of the mod. People that don't like mucking about with trees and having to cut trees down, it's fantastic. Lumberjack was great. This is even easier than Lumberjack. Just press the delete button. Oh. Imagine if you could get rid of trees that easy in real life. It'd be fantastic. And then I'll leave the ones between the fields. They're okay. Might just lose that one. Because again, in the future, if I wanted to come down here and be able to get into this field, we can just drive across. Happy days. Right, Delores, back in your cab. We're going to do a nice little bit of seeding. Not using fertilizer. Don't have anything to worry about there. We might come down and spray the field later on. Have to wait and see. Same goes for the weeds, by the way. If we get weeds growing on the field, unlike in my other Let's Plays, where I've been like absolutely taking care of the weeds with the mechanical methods available in the game, or in the case of Calmsden where I've had the weeds completely disabled and turned off. In this series, if weeds appear on our fields, Delores is more inclined to just spray them with herbicide, and again, we take the penalty. Again, we will probably be herbicide spraying any weeds that appear on our fields. Much as we've been herbicide spraying most of the map, actually, with the contracts that we've been doing. I hope Giants release a fix for the game very, very quickly. For the contracts, because it really is, especially in like a situation like this where I'm trying to be playing. I want to play as a contractor who does contracts. It's very hard to do that when your contract system's broken and the contracts disappear from the screen before you get a chance to actually click on and accept them. You know, the fact that the contracts literally just, if you sit on the contract screen, you literally see the contract disappearing before your eyes before you can actually click on them and do anything. It's a bit of a shame, that one, really. It's like they added weeding contracts for mechanical weeders, but then managed to break the rest of the contract system in the same breath. Oh, here we go. Bit of wheat. I like the fact the tractor's picked up all the lime. We're getting the tractor, the seeder is getting absolutely lobbed up with all the lime off the field. I love it. I do like the dirt mod for that causes the stuff to plaster up your tractors like this. All the stuff off the field, like if you're doing grass, your tractors get nice and green from all the grass stuff and that. And I like the fact it stays on there until you clean it off. It doesn't just fall off once you start driving on the road like the normal game dirt and that does, where if you're driving on the dirt or if it starts raining, your vehicles magically become clean again. I do like the fact that with this mod installed, this tractor will now stay with white tyres and stuff like that until I actually bother to clean it. So again, for people, I quite like the dirt system. I'm not a big in FS22. I'm not as big a sort of advocate of cleaning the vehicles, nor am I a big fan of repairing the vehicles in FS22. I like to see them dinged up now. I like to see them with the paint worn off. I like to see them dirty. It adds character. It makes the vehicles look like they've been used, you know? If you see a vehicle that looks like it's just rolled off the showroom, you know, just rolled off the showroom floor or off the production line, that's shiny and clean and everything like that, all that tells me is it hasn't actually done a day's work in its life. It's not done any work. If it looks clean and it's all shiny and looks brand new, then it probably is, and it's never done a day's work. And I prefer my vehicles to look like they've actually been used. I like to look at a vehicle and know it's done something. You know. So yeah, in this game I haven't really been cleaning and repairing equipment as much. You know, I was in FS19. I was like very strict. After every single job, the vehicle was refueled, it was washed, everything was put away in its proper location, in its shed, in its proper place. I was really kind of OCD about that. Whereas in this year's game, I really don't. I leave stuff wherever I want to leave it. I fuel it up only when it's run out of fuel. I only repair stuff that actually makes a difference to the world. Like, for example, I keep combine headers repaired because obviously if you don't repair combine headers, the combine slows down. It's slower to harvest, and harvesting's already a pretty slow job. But for everything else, I mean, I pretty much I don't bother repairing stuff. Might keep the seeder repaired again for speed reasons, keeping the speed up. But I certainly in this year I don't bother repairing trailers. Don't, because you know all they're doing is transporting crop. What does it matter to them if you're not losing anything by having a knackered trailer? And sure, tractors, they lose a bit of horsepower, they lose a bit of pulling power if you don't repair them. But I typically have tractors with more than enough power. I'm not, right on the edge. I'm not cutting it close on power. Nearly all the tractors I buy in-game for my own saves and farms have got excess power. A lot of the time, the tractors that the vehicles that I'm using for a job are probably a bit overkill. They're probably a little bit overkill in power. Speaking of overkill, ladies and gents, large tractors. I'm hoping it's in here somewhere. Uh-oh. Fendt Tri-6, ladies and gents. We've got a Fendt Tri-6 in the game now. There is a mod. I found mods for it. I don't know how good they are, because I've not had a chance to use it yet. But I found the Fendt Tri-6 mod. Someone's converted it. You can get it all the way up to 1500 horsepower. Oh, nice Fendt wheels. Unfortunately, you can't change the body colour on the Fendt, so we are stuck with just white tyres and white, twin wheels, full Michelin, narrow tyres, dual narrows, standard wheel weights. Wide tyres with weights, back to twin narrows again. Got Goodyear, we've got the big floaters. Now, a lot of people like the floaters. I like the floaters. I like to see these big tractors with these big chunky wheels. However, these big chunky wheels are absolutely no good if you want to do silage fermenting, because they don't do any compaction. They have no compaction qualities whatsoever. And it takes you forever to squish a silage bunker with LSW wheels fitted to your tractor. But yeah, Fendt Tri-6. So we've got one in green available, and then I believe there's another one here that's in black if you want the Black Beauty version. They're exactly the same options. They don't come with any different options, and again, set your rim colour if you like. So we've got the Fendt Tri-6 in the game again, ladies and gents. And I love the Fendt Tri-6 because it's a massive 1500 horsepower tractor, but it has a front 3-point link. It has a rear 3-point link. It can basically tackle everything. It's all-wheel steering as well. It's not articulated, but it's all-wheel steering, which is pretty cool, because I know some people don't like articulated tractors that bend in the middle and stuff like that. This thing was amazing. In FS19, I love this tractor. So I'm going to be very pleased to give it a try again in the not too distant future. Possibly won't be using it on this map, because obviously we've gone down the Deutsch Fahr road with our equipment so far. But I could certainly see me using it on my next multiplayer map. which I kind of need to start setting up at some point. I might this weekend, if I get time this weekend, I might lease my new server from the company I'm going to be moving to, and start uploading map and mods ready for when we switch over from Elm Creek, because I think Elm Creek must only have about 10 days left, maybe less than that now. The Stevie server that the Stevie map we're currently playing on is probably about over. Like I say, I'm doing the cotton harvest at the minute on that map. I'm literally just waiting now to do the sugar cane shortly after that, and then I've done everything on that map. Oh. Right. Yeah, getting through this. I bet my plough's finished now. I would bet the plough has finished. We may jump back to the plough in a second. Plough has indeed finished. Excellent. We can now make a start on the other field. Before I do that though, I'm just going to delete. That tree's a bit close to the field edge for my liking. There's a couple there. They're okay. I'm not going to mess with those. Just wondering, do I go down here to get to my field? So, bit more ploughing then, ladies and gents. The good old Delores here. We can turn off the thing and get a screenshot. Brilliant. Happy days, ladies and gents. Like I say, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to start getting dark soon on the map. But at least we've got 2 fields seeded. Right, ladies and gents, I'm going to leave the episode here actually, because there's a couple of things I need to do quickly on my iPad. A couple of things I need to respond and reply to, businessy wise. I will be back in another video very soon, where we'll be continuing here on Riverview. We will probably be in December at that point, because that's the next day. Which means we'll see if there's any new contracts that we can be doing. Otherwise, we will continue on this map, on our fields, getting them ready and settled with some crops. And then we'll worry about fertilising them and de-weeding them and all that kind of stuff. So thank you for watching, ladies and gents. I'll see you all very soon. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Cheerio for now.